Kai Wong, the lead research assistant, documented every microscopic change. "We're not just looking at medical recovery," he told senior military researchers. "We're witnessing the potential next stage of human evolutionary adaptation." Psychological evaluations showed something equally fascinating. Jay's emotional intelligence remained completely human. The technological enhancements hadn't removed his fundamental humanity. They had expanded his capabilities while preserving his core identity. Advanced holographic training simulations became Jay's new world. He could pilot complex spacecraft with thought alone, navigate intricate robotic systems, and process multiple tactical scenarios simultaneously. Where normal human operators would become overwhelmed, Jay remained calm and focused. The military saw immediate strategic potential. A soldier who could interface directly with advanced technological systems, heal rapidly, and process information at quantum speeds represented a revolutionary asset. Discussions began about creating an entire enhanced operative program based on Yuna's research. During one particularly intense training scenario, Jay demonstrated abilities that left researchers speechless. When confronted with a complex alien spacecraft simulation, he didn't just navigate. He understood the underlying technological principles instantaneously. His mind could deconstruct and analyze complex technological systems faster than entire research teams. Yuna realized they had done more than heal a broken soldier. They had potentially created a bridge between human biological potential and advanced technological integration. Jay represented a living example of what human beings could become when scientific innovation met biological adaptation. As weeks passed, Jay's capabilities continued to evolve. Each day brought new discoveries, new potential. The line between human and technological enhancement became increasingly blurred. He wasn't just recovering, he was transforming into something entirely new. The world outside the research facility continued its normal rhythm, completely unaware that inside these walls, the future of human potential was being rewritten, one quantum neural pathway at a time. Thanks for listening. Would you like me to continue with the final part of the story? The distant stars trembled as massive alien warships emerged from quantum fold spaces beyond Jupiter's orbit. Humanity's deep space defense networks lit up with urgent warning signals, their advanced sensors detecting an invasion force unlike anything previously encountered. Jay stood in the central command chamber, his enhanced body radiating an almost supernatural calm. The quantum neural networks integrated into his biological system processed incoming tactical data faster than entire supercomputer clusters. Where traditional military strategists saw chaos, he saw intricate patterns of potential. Intervention. The alien invasion fleet represented a technological nightmare, biomechanical spacecraft that could reshape their structural integrity in milliseconds, weapon systems that could dissolve matter at atomic levels, and communication networks that functioned through quantum entanglement. Conventional Earth defense. Strategies would be decimated within hours. Dr. Yuna Kim's voice emerged through his neural communication interface. "Jay, your systems are humanity's only potential counter-strategy. Everything we've prepared comes down to this moment." Her words carried both scientific precision and deeply personal investment. Jay's enhanced vision could simultaneously track thousands of individual spacecraft trajectories. His mind calculated potential intervention points, weapon system vulnerabilities, and strategic movement patterns with impossible accuracy. The alien fleet seemed complex, but to his quantum-enhanced perception, they were essentially predictable mathematical equations waiting to be solved. The first wave of alien assault craft approached Earth's orbital defense perimeter. Traditional. Weapon systems began their automated response protocols. Laser networks, quantum disruptors, and advanced missile platforms activated simultaneously. But Jay knew these would be insufficient. Using his unique neural interface, Jay connected directly with Earth's entire defensive network. His consciousness became a living bridge between human technological systems and strategic potential. Where normal human operators would be overwhelmed, he found elegant solutions, redirecting energy flows, creating complex defensive matrices that seemed to dance around incoming alien weapons. Specialized spacecraft designed around his enhanced capabilities waited in strategic orbital positions. These weren't just vehicles, they were extensions of Jay's quantum-enhanced consciousness. Each ship moved with a fluidity that defied traditional spacecraft mechanics, responding to threats before they could fully materialize. The alien invasion force discovered something unexpected. Their advanced technological systems, designed to predict and neutralize human defensive capabilities, suddenly encountered a strategy they couldn't comprehend. Jay's intervention created chaos within their own computational networks. Military. Observers watched in stunned silence as Jay systematically dismantled the alien offensive. His ability to simultaneously process multiple tactical scenarios, predict movement patterns, and redirect defensive energy became a living, breathing strategic algorithm. Quantum communication networks lit up with his tactical interventions. Earth's defensive systems, previously operating as separate entities, now functioned as a unified living organism. Jay had essentially transformed humanity's technological infrastructure into a cohesive, responsive entity. The battle wasn't just about technological superiority, it represented humanity's potential to adapt, to transform, to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. Jay embodied that potential in its most pure, concentrated form. Hours of intense cosmic conflict resolved with minimal human casualties. The alien invasion fleet, confronted with a defense strategy they couldn't comprehend or counteract, began systematic retreat. What had seemed like an inevitable planetary threat became a stunning demonstration of human potential. In the command center, military leadership watched in astonished silence. Dr. Yuna Kim's experimental medical procedure had done more than heal a single soldier. It had potentially saved the entire human civilization. As the final alien spacecraft retreated beyond solar system boundaries, Jay's enhanced systems began comprehensive data analysis. Every moment of the conflict would be studied, understood, learned from. The quantum neural networks continued processing, searching for future defensive strategies. The world would never be the same. Humanity had just demonstrated a capacity for adaptation that went beyond traditional understanding. Jay represented more than a medical miracle or a strategic asset. He was a living symbol of human potential. Distant communication channels began broadcasting humanity's unexpected victory. News networks struggled to comprehend the full implications of what had just occurred. A single enhanced human had essentially rewritten the rules of planetary defense. As planetary celebration began, Jay remained focused. The battle was won, but the journey of understanding humanity's true potential was just beginning. Thanks for listening. Would you like me to compile the entire story or provide any additional details? The breakthrough would come soon. Yuna could feel it in every calculation, every simulation. Jay Park represented more than just a potential patient. He was the key to unlocking an entire new understanding of human biological potential. As night fell over New Seoul, the research facility continued its silent work. Quantum computers hummed, robotic assistants moved with precision, and at the center of it all, Dr. Yuna Kim prepared for a medical intervention that would change everything. Thanks for listening. Would you like me to continue with the next part of the story? The sterile white room pulsed with an otherworldly anticipation. Specialized medical robots moved with surgical precision, their quantum-enhanced appendages preparing for the most complex medical intervention in human history. Jay Park lay motionless, but something fundamental was about to change. Dr. Yuna Kim's hands moved with a combination of scientific precision and almost artistic grace. Each nanorobotic system was calibrated to perform its specific task. The experimental procedure would take exactly 17 hours, 43 minutes, and 22 seconds, a timeline calculated down to the millisecond. The first wave of nanorobots entered Jay's system like a silent invasion. Microscopic machines smaller than human blood cells began their intricate work. They moved through damaged neural pathways, identifying broken connections. mapping complex biological territories that traditional medicine had long abandoned as impossible to repair. Advanced holographic displays showed the real-time progress. What looked like tiny rivers of silver light began flowing through Jay's nervous system, rebuilding, reconnecting, reimagining his biological infrastructure. Each nanorobot carried complex quantum algorithms that could adapt and respond to the unique challenges of his specific injury. Kai Wong monitored the external systems, his fingers dancing across quantum interfaces that looked more like alien technology than medical equipment. Years of research had prepared them for this moment. The room felt charged with an electric potential of possibility. Suddenly, something unexpected happened. The nanorobots began displaying adaptive behaviors beyond their original programming. They weren't just repairing, they were evolving. Complex quantum neural networks started forming, creating pathways that merged biological tissue with technological precision. Jay's body began to change subtly. Muscle fibers that had been dormant for months started showing microscopic movements. His skin developed a slight iridescent shimmer, a side effect of the quantum reconstruction process. The medical team watched in a mixture of scientific excitement and barely contained wonder. The alien energy weapon's damage had been comprehensive. Most medical experts would have considered Jay's condition completely hopeless. But Yuna's approach was different. She saw biological systems as complex, adaptable networks, not fixed, unchangeable structures. 12 hours into the procedure, Jay's brain activity began to show unprecedented patterns. Neural networks that had been completely destroyed were now reforming with enhanced connectivity. The quantum-level reconstruction was doing more than healing. It was essentially creating a new type of biological system. Military observers watched through secured communication channels. This wasn't just a medical procedure, it was a potential revolution in human biological enhancement. If successful, Jay could become the first of a new generation of enhanced human operatives. The nanorobots worked with an intelligence that seemed almost alive. They communicated with each other, adapted to unexpected biological challenges, and rebuilt neural pathways with a complexity that defied traditional medical understanding. It was like watching a living, breathing technological miracle. As the final hours of the procedure approached, something extraordinary began to happen. Jay's vital signs started showing levels of activity that were completely unprecedented. His body was no longer just healing, it was transforming. The room hummed with specialized energy fields that supported the nano-robotic intervention. Quantum stabilization systems created a protective environment that allowed the most complex medical procedure in human history to continue without interruption. Yuna watched the holographic displays, her breath caught between scientific excitement and human hope. Years of research, countless failed experiments, personal tragedy, everything had led to this moment. Jay represented more than just a patient. He was the potential future of human biological capability. As the final nano-robotic waves completed their work, something magical happened. Jay's fingers twitched, then his arm moved. A subtle smile seemed to form at the corner of his mouth, the first movement he'd made in months. The transformation was just beginning. Nobody in that room, not the doctors, not the military observers, not even Jay himself, understood the full potential of what was about to unfold. Thanks for listening. Would you like me to continue with the next part of the story, the rehabilitation? Chamber glowed with a soft blue light, creating an almost ethereal environment around Jay's transforming body. Days after the groundbreaking procedure, something extraordinary was unfolding, a biological miracle that defied every known medical understanding. Jay's first conscious moment was unlike anything medical professionals had ever witnessed. When he opened his eyes, the room's advanced sensors detected multiple simultaneous neural processing streams. His vision wasn't just seeing, it was analyzing, calculating, understanding spatial relationships with superhuman precision. Dr. Yuna, Kim watched from behind a reinforced observation window, her heart racing with a mixture of scientific excitement and human emotion. The nanorobotic reconstruction had done more than heal Jay. It had essentially rewritten his biological operating system. Initial tests revealed capabilities that seemed pulled from science fiction. Jay could now process visual information thousands of times faster than an average human. Complex mathematical calculations happened in his mind as naturally as breathing. His muscular system demonstrated incredible regenerative capabilities. Minor cuts would heal within seconds. The military's Special Research Unit was particularly interested in his technological interface potential. When connected to advanced combat systems, Jay could process tactical information faster than entire computer networks. His neural pathways had become a living, breathing quantum computer. During early mobility tests, Jay discovered he could interface directly with technological systems. Advanced spacecraft control panels responded to his mere thought patterns. Robotic training systems that normally required complex programming could be controlled through his enhanced neural networks. His physical transformation was equally remarkable. Muscle density had increased by 300%, while maintaining incredible flexibility. Bone structure showed quantum-level modifications that made him resistant to traditional physical trauma. Medical scanners showed a biological system that was part human, part advanced technological network. The rehabilitation facility became a controlled environment of continuous discovery. Each test revealed another layer of Jay's extraordinary transformation. His hearing could detect sound frequencies far beyond human range. His reflexes moved faster than high-speed camera systems could track. The distant stars flickered like cold, distant memories through the reinforced medical bay window. Jay Park's broken body lay motionless, his once muscular frame now a fragile shadow of the elite soldier he used to be. The soft beeping of medical monitors created a melancholic rhythm that seemed to echo the emptiness of his current existence. 3 months ago, Jay had been leading a critical reconnaissance mission near the Orion frontier, where humanity's deepest space explorations were, pushing the boundaries of known territory. The Centauri conflict had been brutal, a war that nobody expected and everyone feared. His specialized scout spacecraft, the Thunderbolt 7, had encountered an unexpected alien defensive network that transformed the routine mission into a nightmare of destruction. The alien defense grid was unlike anything Earth's military had ever encountered. Quantum shift energy weapons that could penetrate even the most advanced electromagnetic shields tore through his spacecraft like paper. Jay remembered the blinding white light, the instantaneous heat that seemed to burn through metal and flesh simultaneously, and then darkness. When rescue teams found him, they were shocked he was even alive. His spine was fractured in multiple places, neural pathways severely damaged, and most of his muscular structure had been essentially liquefied by the exotic energy weapons. Standard medical protocols suggested immediate disconnection from life support, but something in Jay's medical records caught the attention of Dr. Yuna Kim. Dr. Kim wasn't just another military physician. She was a prodigy, a medical researcher who had dedicated her entire career to understanding the complex interactions between human biology and advanced technological interventions. Her research papers, often dismissed as too radical by conservative medical boards, hinted at possibilities that seemed like science fiction to most. The military hospital where Jay was recovering was a marvel of modern medical technology. Holographic displays monitored every microscopic change in his body. Automated medical drones would periodically scan and analyze his condition, sending real-time data to multiple research stations. But despite all this technology, Jay remained a broken shell, trapped in a body that no longer responded to his commands. His family had been notified, but visits were rare. The psychological toll of seeing a once vibrant soldier reduced to a breathing medical specimen was too much for most to bear. Jay's parents, both retired military personnel, understood the risks of space exploration, but nothing could have prepared them for this outcome. The medical ward was a strange blend of clinical efficiency and human compassion. Nurses moved with practiced precision, their movements synchronized with advanced medical AI systems. Each patient was more than just a medical case. They were stories of courage, sacrifice, and the unpredictable nature of interstellar exploration. Jay's personal history was remarkable. Growing up in a small coastal town, he had always been fascinated by space exploration. His childhood was filled with dreams of discovering new worlds, understanding alien civilizations, and pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. The military had been his pathway to those dreams, and he had excelled, becoming one of the youngest special reconnaissance pilots in the Earth Defense Force. The Thunderbolt 7 mission was supposed to be routine, a standard reconnaissance of PBA, potential resource-rich star systems beyond the Orion Belt. No one anticipated the complex defense mechanisms of the alien civilization they would encounter. The energy signatures of their weapons suggested a technological understanding far beyond human comprehension. As Jay lay there, his mind occasionally flickered with fragments of memory. The incredible speed of his spacecraft, the complex dance of navigational systems, the adrenaline of pushing technological limits, all seemed like distant dreams now. His body was a prison, and his mind was the only thing that remained truly free. Little did Jay know that his story was about to change. Dr. Yuna Kim had been studying his medical records, and something extraordinary was brewing. Her unconventional research, often considered too radical by mainstream medical establishments, saw potential where others saw only a hopeless case. The medical ward continued its rhythmic dance of technology and human care. Automated systems hummed, medical drones moved silently, and in the center of it all Jay Park, a broken soldier with an unbroken spirit, waited for a miracle that nobody believed was possible. Thanks for listening. Would you like me to? I continue with the next part of the story. The research facility hummed with an electric energy of possibility. Dr. Yuna Kim stood before a holographic display, her fingers dancing across translucent interfaces that projected complex molecular structures and neural network simulations. Outside the reinforced windows, the city of New Seoul stretched beneath a sky dotted with orbital shuttles and communication satellites. Her latest research proposal had been rejected. Again. The Global Medical Council considered her work too experimental, too dangerous. Quantum neural reconstruction wasn't just pushing boundaries, it was shattering them completely. Traditional medical experts argued that her techniques were more science fiction than legitimate medical intervention. Yuna's computer system held thousands of experimental records. Each holographic file represented years of research, countless failed attempts, and the tiniest glimpses of breakthrough potential. Her specialized team, a group of brilliant researchers from diverse backgrounds, believed in her vision when no one else would. The technology she was developing went beyond simple medical treatment. It was a complete reimagining of human biological potential. Nanobiomechanical networks that could rebuild neural pathways, regenerate damaged tissue, and essentially rewrite the human body's fundamental operational systems. Most colleagues called it impossible. Yuna saw it as inevitable. Her personal history fueled this obsession. 10 years ago, her younger brother had been critically injured during a space exploration mission. Traditional medical treatments failed. Leaving him a permanent invalid. That moment had transformed her from a standard medical researcher into a revolutionary thinker. The research facility was a marvel of modern scientific infrastructure. Quantum computing systems analyzed millions of biological scenarios every second. Advanced robotic assistants prepared experimental compounds. Holographic training rooms allowed researchers to simulate complex medical interventions without risking human lives. Jay Park's medical records had caught her attention weeks ago. His specific injury pattern, the way alien energy weapons had systematically destroyed his neural networks, presented a unique challenge. Where other doctors saw a hopeless case, Yuna saw an opportunity to prove her entire life's research. Her team worked in shifts, analyzing every microscopic detail of Jay's medical scans. They discovered something extraordinary, subtle quantum resonance patterns in his remaining neural networks that suggested unprecedented adaptive potential. Most researchers would have overlooked these minute details, but Yuna's approach was different. The military had been watching her research quietly. While publicly dismissing her work, Certain high-ranking officials understood the potential strategic implications. A medical technique that could transform critically injured soldiers into enhanced human assets wasn't just medical innovation. It was a potential game-changer in future conflict scenarios. Alien technology recovered from various interstellar encounters had provided crucial insights. Strange energy signatures, complex molecular structures found in abandoned spacecraft, components, these became critical research materials. Yuna's team was essentially creating a bridge between human biology and advanced technological systems. Her primary research assistant, Kai Wong, had developed a unique quantum scanning algorithm that could map neural pathways with unprecedented precision. Their experimental nanorobotic systems could potentially rebuild damaged neural networks faster than any existing medical technology. The ethical debates surrounding her research were intense. Medical councils argued that her techniques might fundamentally alter human biological integrity. Religious groups expressed concerns about playing God. Military strategists saw potential superhuman capabilities. Yuna saw something simpler, a chance to help people who had been written off as hopeless. Her personal laboratory was a testament to her dedication. Walls covered with complex molecular diagrams, experimental equipment that looked more like advanced spacecraft components than medical tools. Every surface told a story of relentless pursuit, of pushing human understanding beyond known limitations.